So, perhaps you're contemplating the removal or maybe the reinstallation of the camshaft pulleys on your 1982 Honda Goldwing motorcycle. There's probably a number of ways that this can be done. Perhaps the easiest way is to buy the Honda tool. And the tool kind of clamps here across the top and across the bottom, and it locks the pulley in place so that it's easy to remove the bolt. But if you only do this once every 10 years or so, it may not be worthwhile to get the tool. Another thing you can do, which is what a lot of people do, although I don't recommend it, I don't do it myself, is while the belts are still in place, you use the belts to lock the pulley, of course, and then undo or tighten the bolts. And Honda doesn't recommend you do that either. They claim it puts undue stress on the belts, and it could cause untimely failure. And none of us want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere with a broken timing belt. So another alternative you have is a simple tool that I'm going to show you that you can build with probably scraps that you have laying around the workshop. So here I have a chunk of 2x4. It's about 2 feet long, and it's spruce. And what I've done, first of all, I started by finding the middle of the width, and in the middle I drilled a 1 1/4 inch, I'll call it a clearance hole, and I drilled that down only about 1/4 inch deep. And then from the center of that hole I got another bit and I drilled a 9/16 inch hole all the way through to the other side. And then I picked up a couple lag bolts. There's probably lots of things, lag bolts, regular bolts with washers perhaps, maybe even a nail that you could use. Anyway, I picked up a couple lag bolts. They're about 2 1/4 inches long, and they went almost through just through the other side of the wood. And I made it so that the bolt heads, the bottom of the bolt head is about 3/4 of an inch from the surface of the board. And these bolts are spaced about 1 1/16 inch on either side of the center of the hole. It's not a critical dimension, but that's kind of how it worked out for me. And that's all there is to the tool. So now I'm going to show you how to reinstall the pulley on the bike and use the tool to torque it down to 20 foot-pounds. So I removed the camshaft pulley here just so you could see. We're going to start by putting the camshaft pulley on. We'll insert the Woodruff key first with the semicircular side in. Oh, there we go. In here, and we'll slip the camshaft pulley over top. Like that. There we go. So I got a little play here. Now we'll take our tool, we'll lock it in place here so that's not going to move. And I have a torque wrench with a 3-inch extension on it and a 12mm socket. Just going to put this in here in the center, and this torque wrench is set up now for 250 inch-pounds, which is pretty close to 20 foot-pounds, which is what we need. So now I'm just going to hold the pulley in place with the tool and torque the bolt. Click, there we go. We're all done. And that's all I have for today.